Hi there, my name is Martha and I am here with Rachel, Leah, Brian, and Cheyenne, and welcome to our presentation on the performance and operations of Gung Ho Shoe Company. In this presentation, we will discuss the company's financial performance, strategic vision, performance charts, company's competitive strategy, product strategy, competitors, outcompeting our rivals, and lessons learned along the way.
Very briefly, I will be going over the company's financial performance from years 11 to 20. Main areas to cover are trends in revenue, earnings per share, return on equity, credit rating, image rating, and year-end stock price. First off, our total revenues have increased. The graph showcases total revenues from internet, wholesale, and private label operations. This shows that our company is profitable. At no point throughout the years has our company dropped in total revenues. In 10 years from starting from operations, just recently in year 20, we were able to double the amount of revenues from year 11. Our EPS, or earnings per share, is calculated by our total earnings divided by our outstanding shares of stock. This is more of a fluctuation as we look at our EPS chart. As a visual, the charts show an exaggerated drop in year 16. This is a combination of endorsing in a plant that was not needed and too costly, while the demand of the market for us was too low. Stay focused on year 16 throughout the next couple of slides. A large decrease is constant due to the same situation. Our company's return on equity fluctuates, as you can see. Again, to point out, in year 16, a huge drop due to a low demand and a new plant expansion that was not needed. This caused a loss for us and a low turn for our investors. However, because of this experience, together we have learned that we can do better for our returns for investors in the years to come. Our credit rating showcases that we have been constant, over investors' expectations, and at low risk to default. At no point so far we have never gone bankrupt. This credit rating proves to investors that we are financially stable and ready to take on new ventures. Our image rating is a continuing work in process. At times, our company was in near range of meeting investors' expectations of that 20-point image rating. At one point, we were able to surpass investors' expectations in year 18. Just as our EPS, our company's year-end stock replicates the same type of fluctuation. It is unsteady as the company had its ups and downs. But throughout this process and the experience we've gained over the past 10 years, we were able to re-examine our financial, operational, and corporate goals to continue on for the years to come.
Gung Ho Shoes strive to be the worldwide industry leader in providing and manufacturing footwear for an affordable price while keeping customers, employees, and stockholders satisfied. For those who go for it in all aspects of life, Gung Ho Shoes presents the only shoe that commits to the same pursuit of excellence. Here at Gung Ho, we believe anything in life worth doing is worth overdoing, and we take the same approach to making shoes. Each pair is made with the highest attention to detail and quality.
Again, here we have graphs of our past earnings per share, return on equity, and stock price. As Rachel said, each had a huge drop in year 16 due to a major decrease in demand and then continued to fluctuate. Our goal would be to have a steady increase in these numbers. Based on our past information and our goals, we would set our earnings per share target at $2.35 for year 21 and $3.25 for year 22. We would set our return on equity targets at 6.5% and 9.8%, and our stock price at $36.50 per share and then $42.50 per share. Here we have our past image and credit ratings. Our image rating has fluctuated over the years. Our target would be set at hitting 66 in year 21 and 68 in year 22. Our credit rating has stayed consistent at an A+, and we would set our goal target at staying at an A+.
Gung Ho Shoes' competitive strategy was to provide the best quality shoes at an affordable price for our customers. Starting out as a low-cost provider strategy, Gung Ho Shoes was able to gain brand recognition and loyal customers. Gung Ho Shoes' strategic intent was to be recognized as one of the top high-quality shoe companies on the globe. The majority of the time, Gung Ho Shoes stuck with the strategy of producing a lot of models having medium average quality at a medium average price. This strategy led us to a broad differentiation strategy. We narrowed in on more of a concrete market, increased market share, and brand image.
We were a little unsure of what strategic direction to take in year 11 for our wholesale market, but in year 12 we began to pursue a broad differentiation strategy by seeking to make our company unique from our rivals by offering a higher number of models to appeal to a broader spectrum of wholesale buyers. Over the years, we kept our strategy to broad differentiation.
We pursued continuous quality improvements by raising our product SQ rating, we improved product selection by increasing the number of models available, and provided better service options by shortening delivery times. We also had a higher rebate offer than any other company at $8 per pair to attract buyers. Our competitive strengths in our wholesale market included our wholesale price, model availability, celebrity appeal, and delivery time. This strategy stayed constant over all 4 regions.
In terms of competitive strategy for private label, we chose to forego the private label segment for the most part for a variety of reasons. The primary reason was we were producing at capacity each year in order to meet the increasing demand for our product. Along with this, the pricing competition in the private label market made margins fairly small, so we did not believe it was worth it in comparison to wholesale and internet segments, which appeared to have a larger impact on our company's bottom line. Also, in our efforts to be a low-cost provider, caused demand to grow to a point where not even a new plant could provide enough excess products to make private label production worthwhile. In terms of production strategy, we strove to produce enough to exceed our demand in each region by 50 to 100 pairs of shoes. In terms of regional distribution, all of the demand for Latin America was met by our North American plant because of the lack of tariffs and exchange rates between the 2 regions. The rest of the demand for North America, Asia Pacific, and European African markets was met by the Asian Pacific plant due to the fact that we had a larger capacity at that plant and tariffs between North America and Asia Pacific were relatively low compared to other tariffs. Upon opening the European African plant, we used that plant to provide for that region, and then had the Asian Pacific plant to supply exclusively to North America and its own region.
Our financial strategy was to stay at a high credit rating to showcase to current and potential investors that we are more than financially stable. As presented in the beginning of this presentation, our credit rating has successfully met investors' expectations every single year. We want to continue our efforts and uphold an A+ credit rating for the upcoming years. In the span of 10 years, our company has taken out 4 loans. These loans were used to expand our operations for year 16 in the Europe and Africa region. Additionally, we took out loans frequently to pay off celebrity endorsements and to ensure that the company had cash on hand, just in case anything were to happen. Although we took out more loans than our competition, we were still able to repay our loans before they were due. Our company participated in both stock issuance and stock repurchases. In year 11, Gung Ho had 10,500 shares. By the end of year 20, the company sold over 1,110 shares of stock. Our shareholders earned dividends in years 15, 17, and 18, with an average of 13 cents throughout the competition annually. The company distributed dividends in years 15 since it was projected to increase significantly in the market, which it did. The company then decided to pay dividends in year 18 and 17 to recover from our loss in year 16 to keep investors still inclined to us. In future years, the company plans to increase dividends from 80 cents to $1 in year 21. Then, if the company meets future demands, we plan on giving a larger dividend payout to our investors.
I will now be discussing the company's major competitors. These include company D, E, and A. You can see in the map on the right-hand side that our company is pretty clustered with similarities with our competitors in our internet segment. All 3 of our rivals and our company offer athletic shoes with similar SQ ratings, price, and product line. We are middle range for price, SQ rating, and a number of models offered. In the wholesale market, our strategies are slightly more diversified than in the internet sales. As you can see that there is a lot less cluster on the map on the right-hand side. However, our competitors are still companies E, A, and D. We offer shoes similar in the SQ rating and price and product line. However, we offered a lower, if not the lowest, SQ rating and price than our competitors. In order to beat out the competition in the internet sector, Gung Ho has to continue doing some things like they have in the past. This includes offering a high number of models and actually adding more. We will also continue to have successful celebrity appeal, continuing to bid on more celebrities. Celebrity appeal is one of the strongest factors our company has. Some things that our company will change is our SQ rating. In year 19 and prior to that, Company G has strived to slowly increase the quality, continuing from a 5-star to a 6-star shoe. However, in year 20, the company decided to drop the quality to match our low prices, which seemed to be very successful. Another weakness that Gung Ho Shoe has is the lack of free shipping. Adding this feature can beat out our strongest competitors. Similarly to our internet sector, Gung Ho must beat out our competitors in the wholesale sector as well. Gung Ho has to continue doing some things like they have in the past, like offering a high number of models and actually adding more, and continue to have that successful celebrity appeal. Gung Ho Shoe has also successfully been able to be profitable and keep their low wholesale price, which we will continue to strive for. Like I mentioned in the previous slide, the company will stay as low quality as 5 stars rather than going back up to 6. The company will offer rebates again, grow retail support, and decrease delivery time, for those are the company's current biggest weaknesses. Throughout the last 10 years, the company has overcome some hardship as well as some proud moments. Some lessons learned is an unnecessary expansion and building a new plant in Europe. Initially, the team members at Gung Ho believed expanding would be a successful and strategic move for insurance purposes. What if something bad happens to another plant that we are currently working with? Demand for our shoes was growing, and the concern for insurance made us believe that this was a good decision. After demand dropped and profits, we quickly learned that this was a bad idea and had to sell some of our plant, which ended up costing us. Another lesson learned was decentralized decision making. Often in group meetings, we would come up with a strategic plan, but once we started to implement it on our own, the plan wouldn't go as planned, and each group member made their own decisions, harming the company in the long run. Learning these lessons made us a stronger company in the end. We started to make centralized decisions and learned that expanding wasn't a good idea. However, our company was still successful in many aspects. Company G is successful in many ways. We have an A+ credit rating with a remarkable loan repayment period. We had successful celebrity appeal, prices, and a great number of models offered. Overall, our company is successful. It has a successful vision, product, and a group of partners that are proud of how our company has grown since year 10 and the decisions we have made. Thank you for your time.